Hi, folks, and welcome to another one of these, an episode of The Chooch Show, the video game podcast about friends and playing. I'm John, and this is the 102nd episode. Can you believe it? Wow. We have two people on the show, as well as me. We have Devin and Michael. Both of you introduce yourselves at the same time.
Hi, my name is Devin.
I'm Devin, and I live in California, and I moved to Alaska to fish.
Enough.
That felt weird.
Niall, I hope you appreciate the heinousness that I just cast upon you. Never ask me for anything again.
Damn.
You're dead to me.
Jesus.
You're dead to me.
Holy shit,
man.
I'm gonna kick your ass today.
Niall, you're a great person, and John, you're butthead.
I know. I'm just kidding. I love Niall, and he does a great job on this show. You know who else does a great job on the show? The two of you, Devin and Michael.
Despite all my my troubles and inconsistencies, I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's okay. You've worked to improve upon them, and that's what matters. But anyway, thank you for listening to this primo ep of the Chooch podcast. Let's dive right into it, because I know both of you have a pretty big game to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I'll just say I don't have anything new to really talk about, so I'm just gonna remove myself from the what we've been doing conversation. But Devin.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Both been playing Fallout 4, haven't you?
Yes.
We have.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to go first on this particular juncture?
I was thinking possibly before we get into this, talk about any other games, because I kind of had one other big-ish game that I picked up, if you don't mind.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. Michael, is there anything you want to talk about beforehand, or after Devin's done, are we just going to go straight into Fallout?
I'm installing Batman Arkham Knight as we speak, so terrible things await me.
Great.
Yep.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, fortunately.
That's when the download will be done.
Yep, 5 gig patch. Wonderful.
Great.
Jesus.
But Devin, what did you play?
So I said last Thursday that I was going to do the midnight premiere for Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
That's right.
Yeah. So
that's right.
Picked up that game and just dove right into it for the weekend. And that was another stopgap game for me, but it felt a lot bigger than, Need for Speed or anything else I played this year. And I don't have PlayStation Plus right now. I'm going to eventually fix that so I can play more multiplayer, obviously. But I dove into all the other modes, and I don't know if I should start with campaign or end with it, but that's kind of the crux of that game for me so far.
Just talk about what's most important, What do you think people need to know about this game?
I think you need to understand that this campaign is fucking weird.
I mean, Call of Duty campaigns have been weird for the past couple of years, honestly. Every time I see screen caps from those games, it's just like, oh yeah, remember when Black Ops 2 ended with a fucking Avenged Sevenfold song?
Yeah, that totally happened.
And Advanced Warfare had Kevin Spacey in it. And now this game has Christopher Maloney, right?
It has Christopher Maloney as one of the main characters. I don't know how much I want to spoil his involvement, but he's very important to the story. And
that's great.
Anytime he shows up, I do the chung chung Law and Order noise just to kind of give myself a little brevity, because it's this is such a weird and serious little addition. It has very little to do with Black Ops 1 or 2. Those two games kind of connected in a way. They had that kind of...
Yeah, there were characters in between those games.
Yeah, and this is kind of their first attempt to step away from that. And they decided to bring the story forward in the future a little more and cover more drone and cyborg technology. And that's kind of the center piece of the story. And someone on Twitter said it's a weird 2-bit Deus Ex game, and I couldn't get that thought out of my head as they covered these really weirdly serious topics about the implications of turning our soldiers into cyborgs and having robots on the battlefield. You're still combating the occasional human, but there's a lot of weird robots on the field. And then you have this like brain interface thing, and that allows you to point your hand at a screen, and then you're like, I understand everything. Like, and at the end of the prologue training mission, they get you to understand that you can absorb a bunch of information from someone, but it fries their brain.
Oh God!
Is this the Matrix? Do you know Kung Fu? Can you fly a helicopter? Something
like that. Something very seriously like that happened the first time he kind of interfaced. They're like, what do you know? And he just says, everything. And I was just like, what the
Holy
fuck?
Shit.
And then he keeps doing, like, your main character keeps doing it to people, like, and it was people that you knew and also, like, very important people. It's like, you know you're gonna fry their brain, right? And he's like, I know, but I need this information. And then at one point, you go into this person's brain and you're uncovering this secret that's been inside the brains and causing people to freak out. And apparently you're in World War II Germany, I think. It's either Germany or France, but you're in a World War II shooter inside her brain, and it's just like this weird second Inception level. Like they still have future guns, but they're Nazis with future guns, and everything's happening in reverse. Like when you kill a Nazi.
So this is Deus Ex, Assassin's Creed, and Wolfenstein.
Absolutely, it takes
the Matrix.
It takes so many little pieces from all these different like cultural touchstones, like all these other first-person shooters and movies outside, and I pretend like it's Law and Order SVU sometimes, and like, it's so weird, and it comes off so strange. Like you can tell either one of two things happened with the campaign team. They were like, okay, we need to get serious, man, or no one gives a shit about this. Everyone's going straight to the multiplayer. So let's just make this a fucking weird drug trip, and like. There was one moment that was directly from Borderlands 2 and probably a million other games. But, like, I immediately recognized it as, like, this was a very important point in Borderlands 2. And then another moment, like, this was a Deus Ex game. And then it's like, holy crap, this isn't its own thing anymore. They're just, like, I think they just got in a room and, like, okay, what can we rip off? And it's just, like, I had to put the controller down and just, like, call my mom. It's just like I needed to step out.
This is making me next E3. I think we need to just like track down some people from Activision and just ask them, do any of you give a flying fuck about Call of Duty campaigns anymore? Like in a good way.
Yeah.
I mean, do you just want to be like just really dumb because you know that like 90% of your audience doesn't touch this, and they're probably gonna say yeah exactly, and they'll probably just like let us tell them to do dumb shit. They'll be like, oh yeah, we'll do whatever you want. Nobody plays this. Who cares?
I feel like they'll try to keep up some sort of shroud, like, oh no, this was our attempt to bring the Black Ops campaign into the next century, but like, dude, it was just. It felt kind of like that, to where they're just like, no one cares. Let's just put together a bunch of shit. You know, there's like a bunch of interesting thing around it. Like you go back to a hub world after each mission, and there's little conversations there, and like they keep trying to thread the story a little bit. And it's like there's really cool environments. You know, you start off in Singapore, you move on to Egypt, and then you're in a billion other places. And then the weird shit happened, and I was just like, I don't know where I am anymore. And then there's like a bunch of cool ideas. Like they made RPG, like where the Deus Ex really comes in is they have these like cyborg implants that you can upgrade and unlock. And I have this one where I can rip out a robot's heart and throw it at the other robots, and that kills them. And that's kind of cool.
Is there an upgrade where you can crush a robot's spine and absorb its Gatorade?
There is no Zandatsu in this game.
Damn.
I know. That. You know what? If they had taken that, I wouldn't have been surprised, and I would have actually thought that was fucking cool.
That's great. But is that all you have to say about the campaign?
Yeah, yeah.
Anything you want to say about the multiplayer? Have you dived into that?
I've done a couple of local matches, like just like grab a roommate or a friend. I was like, hey, play this map with me just to see how it feels. And it feels like a combination of the usual Black Ops multiplayer, but they saw the Advanced Warfare stuff and they're like, we could do that too. Like it's more taking from other games, and it was even another Call of Duty game. Like they have the jump jets, and then this year they have like MOBA style heroes. Like they have different characters that have like alts and stuff. But it's so pared down and made for Call of Duty. The if you're the main person, you're called the codcaster. Like that's your role. Is like you can broadcast this and you can host it. Like there's a bunch of like esports hosting stuff that they put into this game, and I'm sure as soon as I get online, you could probably go into some lobby and watch someone stream a Call of Duty match like in house. There's like a bunch of weird stuff. I'm playing as this one robot who, as soon as you get a bunch of kills, you get a little minigun, and it's just another gun.
That's great.
But, yeah, and then there's like a second ability you can unlock. Like you can have like cloaking abilities, or someone gets a bow and arrow because it's still 2015. So
you're the bow.
Yeah, you're the bow. Once again, it's really weird and hard to use unless you're sneaking up on someone. But it's there, and like there's some cool maps and some cool ideas there. But it's all so splintered and weird and
I almost want to just go on to the Game of the Year doc and just put Call of Duty Black Ops 3 under the what the fuck section for everything you told me. Like, not for a bad reason, just because everything that you've told me, I've just been like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Sure. Yeah.
It's such a weird, wild ride. And then there's like a zombies mode because it's Treyarch, and the zombies is set in like a 40s film noir setting, which I thought was kind of cool, but like it's just zombies mode, and they have a weird like I forget when they started doing this, but they have like a weird like meta narrative to it. Like you have to get the summoning key, and you can become Cthulhu. And that's just another moment where I'm like,
I knew that there was a like some sort of plot with the like main characters of zombies. Like I don't know exactly, because they started to do like two different versions of zombies, or like two different storylines where they had like the semi-racist characters that were just like the four like really stereotypical like characters.
Yes.
Like there was just like the friggin' Japanese guy who wouldn't shut up about honor, and like there was like a Scottish guy or like an Irish guy, and he was just like drunk or something.
No, there's a Russian guy who talks about vodka a lot because of course.
Okay, that's right. And then there was an American guy that was just like, "Oh, I'm so angry all the time."
Yeah,
like,
and then there's the German
I
crazy
remember
scientist.
that being stupid.
Yeah,
that's right. But like there was there was like a plot with them, kinda, where it was like, if you just like, I remember the way that you had to do the plot was basically like you had to kill all the zombies except for one, and then you blew off their legs, and then you would just wander around the map and find items.
Yeah,
and that was how you advanced the plot.
Yeah, you still do that because you can't like do all this weird like pick up and unlocking doors stuff when zombies are chasing you down. And like they're kind of trying to recapture that. They've got 4 new characters for this. They're like really stocky 40s like film noir characters. Like there's a femme fatale. There's a detective, like a hard-boiled detective who pushes the edge, man. And then there's there's the world's worst magician, voiced by Jeff Goldblum.
Great.
And the way they the way they introduce that is like there's an intro cinematic that they show every time you start up a match, and it's really weird. Like, and they go to Jeff Goldblum's magician house, and it's just the first thing you see is just a paper, and it says "World's Worst Magician, Nero," and it's just like, no one would ever actually put that on the front page of news. But they had to make that because they had to put this exposition that Jeff Goldblum is voicing a bad magician and he's going through a divorce that you have to care about. And like, they try to give these weird reasons for why they're bad people. They've all murdered someone for various different reasons. And like, it's just another.
So you don't feel bad when the zombies bring you down? Is that what it is?
I think they're like, well, the whole narrative is like you can find salvation
like
if you fix
thing.
it. Yeah, it's just
okay. That is a noir narrative thing. Like it's all about like redemption and all that.
Yeah, and then there's a free run mode that I kind of checked out because there's like the wall running and stuff, and it's just like a virtual course where you can run on walls and you're swimming, and it looks like Marble Blast Ultra, kind of.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's really weird and interesting. Cool. And then you remember it's a Call of Duty game because you pick up a pistol and you shoot while you're running. But there's only like 4 courses so far. Maybe they'll make more. I doubt it because I don't think it's that popular. It's just this weird little...
I mean, if they made it, I think they'll support it, you know?
Sure. I think all of the DLC...
Like, at least for this game. Yeah. Like, I could see them just supporting it for this game and it not coming back, you know?
If they pack in, like, one extra map every DLC pack, because, you know, they have a season pass.
Yeah.
There's going to be multiple multiplayer maps. They're going to introduce more zombies mode. Like, apparently there's another zombie mode you can unlock right now by beating the campaign, but I'm so scared to go back. Like... I don't know what's happening.
Go for it, man.
I think I have to, because someone talked about it. I was like, that sounds interesting. Like, there's so many just, like, weird, interesting things about this game, but it's never the...
Like, that game sounds way more packed than any other Call of Duty game I've ever heard. Like, there is a lot of content in that game. But
it's packed with such weird things. Like, none of it's not packed with, like... It's packed with the multiplayer that you expect from this version of Call of Duty, you know... Yeah. It still feels like Call of Duty Black Ops 1. The hit markers are really, really loud. Like, that's just part of the experience now. Like, the traversal is a little bit different, but it still feels like that. It still feels like World at War, kind of. And then, like, the campaign has kind of been branching off of different versions. You can change your weapons in the middle of the map. Like, there's a bunch of ammo pickups and stuff. There's just so much, and it's so weird and so slanted. It's just, like... It's an experimentation with Call of Duty I never expected.
This is so goddamn... Like, you're selling me really hard on this game, and it's so weird. Fuck.
Yeah, like, pick it up, you know? Like, it's...
I might just rent it at least.
Exactly.
Like, I might just want to play through the campaign and do zombies a couple of times.
Exactly.
Because this sounds bonkers.
Like, if I didn't have a group of friends who were dedicated to playing Call of Duty multiplayer... I would have probably done the exact same thing. And as soon as I get Plus, you know, I'm jumping in with them, and that's part of the whole experience, you know, partying up.
Yeah. But
for now, like, seeing the campaign and seeing all this, like, just... it's just so weird.
That does sound really weird. But yeah, thanks for the Call of Duty roundup there, Devin.
Yeah, I'm scared to review this game, so I think that's all I'm going to leave it at. Like, just take my word. There's a bunch of stuff in this game, and it's going to make you feel all ghibli inside.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you have the time to review it, go ahead. But I'd rather you get the review out for the next game we're talking about.
Segues.
Yes.
Before we talk about this,
okay.
I want to hear Devin's story of how he picked up the game at midnight.
Oh, Christ.
So I'll start. Okay. I'll start because Michael and I both did the midnight launch of Fallout 4 that Tuesday morning. So I found out from the Call of Duty midnight launch that they released the game midnight Eastern time, and I am in a Central time. So when I showed up at the door at 11:30, everyone looked at me funny and said, "Hey, we're about to close shop." Okay. I was expecting, you know, the big line of bros and, like, you know, just like, yeah, Call of Duty, here's a free T-shirt. I missed all of that, and I got the game super late compared to everyone. So that was fun. So I was like, okay, now I know going in Monday night, I've got to show up at this time, and, you know, I'll stand in line and have the whole experience again. So I did, and it was, you know, a pretty normal experience. There was no, like, trivia questions. They weren't throwing Funko Pop figures at us or anything. It's just, we stood in line. It was kind of cold. I had a drink and a biscuit, and then, like, I got my game and I walked out. So it was just, you know, regular old midnight launch.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Michael, let's hear about your experience. Now, Devin, you went to a GameStop, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's a normal... GameStop is probably used to midnight launches at this point.
They have a very set way of doing these things, and it shows. Like, it's very formulaic, and it pretty much works.
Right. Michael, where'd you go for your Fallout 4 release?
All right.
Damn. Please tell us this.
So before I do this, I'm going to preface this by saying that I have been to Walmart's, GameStops, and I think a Best Buy for midnight releases before.
Right.
GameStops are pretty regimented, like Devin said. You know, if you pre-order, you go finalize your pre-order, and then you wait in line, and you go get it. And there's some idiot there who thinks he knows so much about the game already. They already know the ending, and you just fucking nod and try and survive until you can actually get it. And I've been to Walmart's before, and Walmart's usually there's usually like a little line, and they have it behind the counter, and it has a big sticker on it that says "Don't sell until then," and they can't even ring it up because they can't, because they figured out that nerds are fucking vicious. They'll try to get it any ways possible. So I went to a Walmart because I didn't have a pre-order. And my original plan was to go to a Target and just buy it the next morning. But I thought, no, if I can just get it now, I can play like 2 or 3 hours. I can start it. So I went to my local Walmart.
Right.
Where I thought, I will just wait till midnight, go up to the guy and be like, hey, man, Fallout. And the worst thing I thought would happen is he'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I would just be like, listen, there's a game that comes out today. You probably have it. Can you go look? That is what I thought it would be. That is not what happened. So I went to this Walmart. I went at like a little before 11. By the time I got there, it was like 11:30ish. A little bit before. I wandered around the toy department. I wandered around the electronics department. I looked at some laptops. I admired their very common amiibos. They're fucking like, they had so many games there, but they were just like, I don't know, we have games over here that are cheap. These are less than $20, but we don't have prices on them. Do you want this Wii game? You want Wii Party 4? We have it. It was fucking Mad Max. They had DVDs, like half their DVDs were facing backwards. It was the Mad Max version of an electronics department. But I noticed like other white males, including one guy wearing like a Fallout t-shirt as if to say, it's Fallout Day, circling like the register, because there's a separate register in electronics in Walmart. And they asked the guy who was back there, it was an older gentleman, and they asked him, and the guy clearly, said something to them. So I was like, hey, did you guys ask about Fallout? Because I kind of heard somebody say Tomb Raider. And one guy was like, I'm getting Tomb Raider, but my friend here is getting Fallout. And the guy was like, yeah, we have to wait till midnight. I was like, okay. So we just kind of stand around. There's like 3 of us. I see like one other guy circling. Come midnight, we each say the name of our game. Fallout PS4, Tomb Raider, Xbox One, and I got Fallout for Xbox One. Guy turns around. He looks through his little box. And he's like, I have Tomb Raider. He looks through other boxes. Like, I have Tomb Raider here. I don't see Fallout. And we point because there's other boxes. He's like, what about those? He's like, these are DVDs. Huge fucking boxes of DVDs. Little tiny box for Tomb Raider. And I'm like, dude, they have to have Fallout. Like, it's impossible for them not to have Fallout.
Huh.
So, guy buys his Tomb Raider, walks away. Then this guy, the guy who's helping us, disappears in the back. And then that's when hell just begins.
Oh, great.
For an hour, I waited in that Walmart. For an hour. That man was either looking in the back for Fallout or looking throughout the store for Fallout. What had happened, what I would learn later, is that guy, who's the electronic guy, like third shift, had set aside Tomb Raider and Fallout as video games to be released at midnight because, I'm right next to a university. I'm sure he gets a lot of nerds coming in, like, demanding games at midnight. Right. And I'm sure by now his job is just like, let's just sell them. Let's not put them in a shelf. Let's not, let's just keep them right here. And
let's just do it.
Yeah. So he had done that. He had gotten it ready. And somebody had picked up the Fallout box and put it in a random pallet, which they then placed throughout the store so that at night they can restock.
Oh my god.
So somewhere spread out through the store was a box of Fallout. So
the wasteland has been stolen from all of you.
Yeah. So by halfway through the waiting, somebody called the GameStop and half the people that were waiting left to try to go pick it up. I stuck it out with me and Fallout shirt guy, who later got chips and an energy drink before he bailed. While waiting, 8 different Walmart employees came to check out their food, because I guess this is where they checked it out. The lady who had checked them out and was helping me, keeping me informed and stuff, she got yelled at because she let the guy who was helping me not take his break because he was too busy looking for stuff. So she got yelled at because she didn't tell him to go take his break. Neither one of them were managers.
All right.
Yeah. She got called, paged, and then yelled at because of it. So then the guy who helped me comes back. He's had his break. Everyone's gone. It's just him. And I see managers walking around. And they kind of give me like the side eye, but they don't actually look at me. They don't come say, hi, we're looking. Just this guy and the lady who got in trouble earlier are the only two telling me that people are looking and keeping me updated. So they're scouring the whole store. And this electronics guy is kind of sitting there and he's doing other stuff. Like he's helping other people. So did the other lady. Like they're still doing their job. And then he's like, he goes back through the boxes and then he does, and he's the only person to do this. He starts searching all the pallets that are in electronics. And lo and behold, 10 feet away on a different pallet was a box of Fallout games.
What a tale.
Somebody had taken all these Fallout games and along with, I guess, like tablets and stuff that, as he mentioned, they were like stuff that needed to be under lock and key, and essentially put it in the wrong place, just left it out. So, yeah, somebody had accidentally left all the wrong stuff out. And that's where my Fallout game was. So for nearly an hour, just under an hour or so, we waited. I waited alone, and I was the only one to buy a Fallout game that night.
What a triumph of consumerism.
Fucking A. Like, I remember I got there, and the first thing I thought was, like, you know what? If I get this, even with, like, how long it takes me to get, like, to leave my house and come back, I'm still probably going to be quicker than a download would. And this is why, like, brick and mortar, like, this reason is why it's better. Like, it's one of the only things. I sat there and thought that. And then I was, like, looking.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I was looking through all the other stuff they had. Like, oh, yeah, they've got like, even for a shit Walmart, they've got a lot of stuff. And then they went through every conceivable thing to fucking prove me wrong.
Fantastic.
God damn it.
Well, now that you have the game and it took you that long to get, how are you liking it?
It's okay.
Okay. Devin, how are you liking
I'm having a great time with it, but there's obvious problems.
All right. Michael, I'll let you talk about the game first, and then we'll come back to you, Devin, because you already talked a little bit. I want to give Michael some time.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have really, like, complicated feelings about this game.
Okay, well, share away.
Because I am enjoying it. Like, it is a really good Fallout game. It's a really good Bethesda RPG, and if you're the kind of person who has enjoyed one of those in the past, Skyrim, Oblivion, New Vegas 3, Fallout 3, you will probably come to this and enjoy it. And that includes the caveats of, like, Bethesda bugs. Those are everywhere in here. My concern is that it's so much like those games. It's kind of crazy. It's like 2015, and maybe because we just had, like, an incredible year of, like, Witcher and Metal Gear and Dying Light and, like, all these open world games, or even last year with, like, I think Niall mentioned it in our chat, like, you mentioned that Lord of the Rings game, like, kind of changing the way you interact with the world. And then you go back to Fallout, and it's like, no, you still walk up to stuff and discover it, and it gives you some experience, and you listen to hollow tapes, and they give you quests, and you stumble upon some quests, and there you go. It's a Fallout game. And then they add on, like, the crafting and the weird, like, house placement stuff from, like, Skyrim, and they made it better. But it's like, here it is, Fallout. And it kind of puts me at this weird point where I don't know if a year from now a game like this would be as impressive. Like, if 2016 is even half the year that 2015 is, like, at what point can we keep accepting games that are so much like games from 2008, 2009? Like, yeah. 2008 was 7 years ago. 2008, like, Fallout 3 wasn't like a game from 2001. That would be fucking ridiculous. But we're getting a game 7 years apart from Fallout 3 that is just like it. It looks gorgeous. Like, it's 1080p. Like, that part looks gorgeous, even if the frame rate fucking bites it every now and again. it looks great. So it's just a wonder of like, can you just keep taking games like this, and that extends to like Call of Duties and Maddens and all this other stuff. Like, can you just keep making the same fucking game? And I guess with the sale numbers of Madden and of Fallout 4, like I guess you can. But it's kind of, it has been 7 years since a mainline Fallout game. Like, what were they doing? Other than, I guess, just making Skyrim and then making this a lot like Skyrim. I think, again, Niall said it in the chat of, like, I've been hearing this is Skyrim with guns, and I instantly was like, oh, yeah, that's what they said about Skyrim, is that it was Fallout with swords. But then that's what they said about Fallout 3, was that it was Oblivion with guns. When is the fucking wheel not fucking...
It's the same game.
Yeah, it is the same fucking game. And at some point, like, at least Fallout 3 did something different. Like, the first 2 Fallout games were not like Fallout 3. They're isometric RPGs. Like, there are a lot of touchstones that are similar, like VATS and vaults, and you're a vault dweller. Like, all of that's very similar. And a lot of the item names are almost exactly the same. And that stuff, I get why that stays the same. But it's just a very slight iteration. And I think this says more about how AAA just is even more risk-averse than ever before. And that's kind of a bummer. Like, I played through it, and I'm having fun. Like, and the more I play it, the more I get to see the weird, quirky things of Fallout. And I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to, like, mention any specific things. But, you'll find, like, empty shacks. You're like, oh, what the hell happened here? Or you'll find, like, a guy with a bottle of, like, whiskey and then, like, a gun next to him, and it's just a skeleton. You're like, oh, shit. Fuck, this is dark. And then you find goofy shit, like... a crazy man shooting at crabs on the top of his house. You're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So it's still like that irreverent Fallout game, but I still play it, and I'll shut it off and be like, the fuck am I, like, why am I still playing more Fallout? Like, I've already played 2 of these games. I don't know if I want, like, I want to finish this game. Again, I'm having fun with it. I still think it's one of the better games of the year, but I don't know if I want to, like, I don't know if we should be getting games like this anymore. It's weird. Like I said, it's mixed, complicated feelings I have towards this game.
All right. Well, thank you for your
analysis.
Interpretation here.
Yeah,
your analysis. Was there anything else you want to point out about the game?
I mean, like, all that said, I'm still having a ton of fun with it. Like, I'm still really like this game. I'm only like 20 hours in, or 17 something. I don't know how far I am in the main story. I assume not that far, but I've been, like, wandering a bit more now, and it's fun. Like, I like a lot of the changes they made, but I also have some weird, like the settlements. Like, the settlement system is new, where you essentially establish settlements throughout Boston, and you can scrap things within the settlement and build new stuff. And anything you collect along the way, you can use as scrap, or you can use as parts for stuff. And you can build complicated things. I've already seen pictures of people building, like, crazy houses, and it's like, I build, like, a hallway and then put a bed in it. I'm like, you sleep there now. But that stuff's just, it's like, this is supposed to be the wasteland. Like, this is supposed to be dangerous, and yet over here is a farm with 2 people in it, and they survive. Like, well, why aren't, like, but 100 yards away, there's 2 super mutants fighting, like, the Brotherhood of Steel, and there's mini nukes going off. But these 2 farmers are fine because I killed raiders 100 yards in the other direction? I don't understand this. Like, it doesn't make sense in the world. It just seems like, I don't know, we added this.
I don't know. I mean, I think if you just, like, settled literally everything, then the game would be boring,
Exactly.
Like, oh, I have a bunch of settlements everywhere. No enemies can just pop up. There's no random encounters anymore. That'd be boring. I could see why they did it.
It doesn't remove random encounters. Like, you still find, like, packs of wild dogs or fucking bloat flies or those stupid, oh god, those huge mosquito things are disgusting. I see why, like, that all still happens, and you'll find, like, super mutant places, like, in the city and stuff. Like, it all still happens, but it's just seemingly, like, random. Like, how can these 2 people, like, if anything, it would make more sense if there were just a few bigger ones. If there were, like, 4 of them, and each one was in a different spot, and I could just send these guys to them and be like, no, you live in this settlement now. Just go. And then you scrap everything in the area, and then you can go to one of those big 4 places and then build up. That would be more interesting because then, because some of them are just little farms, and it's like this little block, like the size of a city block, and it's like, you guys have a lot of wood here. I guess I'll build some stairs so you can get on your roof. You don't have one more oil, so I have to wait till I can connect you supply line to another place so that I can get your oil so I can build you a turret. But there's only 2 of you. So really I should be protecting my main base and say, fuck you two until I can figure out a way to help you. I just don't understand it, I guess. It's fun, though. I have fun doing it. I just sit there and I don't know why I'm building this house, but I am.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, Devin, do you have any differing takes on this?
I mean, I would have to agree with a lot of what Michael said. It feels like diminishing returns each time we come back to these series, I pressed the jump button and it jumped exactly like Skyrim. And you can't traverse rocks or anything just like Skyrim. But unfortunately, you don't have a horse this time around to kind of fuck with that. But what I really found to kind of keep me going was just very, very good side quests, which they've always, this is again another aspect of these games that we've come to expect, is the main story is kind of, whatever, and I'm not expecting it to do too well, but I found this one particular side quest that just had me going for 8 hours, and it concluded really well, and I got a really cool stuff out of it, and half of me wants to describe it, and the other half wants me to just say, go out there, and if you are playing Fallout right now, just listen to the radio and get quests off the radio, and one of the ones that you get is, really, really good video gaming. But,
Gotcha.
It's just been a bunch of, really cool experiences, and, the dumb jank that comes with a Bethesda game, just a lot of character models flipping the fuck out after they die.
What's your worst, not worst technical bug of the whole thing crashed, and I'll also say what's your funniest, worst, what the fuck is happening kind of bug?
Yeah, there was one moment where I was fighting a bunch of super mutants and I was trying to avoid them, so I jumped to the side without looking, and all of a sudden I'm just stuck inside of a car. And I couldn't get out of the car frame for any reason. I couldn't duck out of it, I couldn't jump out of it, I was just stuck. So I was just sitting there just holding the line, trying to kill all these super mutants with a really crappy gun, and I was just well, gotta go out like a king, so I just threw a mini nuke out and shoot it and blew myself up. That's kind of been the closest. I haven't had anything too crazy funny yet, but that was the one moment where it all came together, and I just kind of had to make a game time decision to say, well, time to erase about 30 minutes of traveling, because the checkpointing in this game sucks.
Yeah, it's the same Fallout 3 thing where as soon as you leave a building or enter a building, it saves you. But if you then just walk for 30 minutes and die, it goes back to that building.
I find myself
are you
auto-saving.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the autosave button is right there as soon as you pause. It makes it a little bit easier. And then there's also an option to change the Pip-Boy settings, your inventory.
Yeah.
Where every 5 minutes, if I bring up my inventory, it auto-saves off of that. That kind of helped a little bit, but still.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the settings are classic for Bethesda games because they know everything may crash at any moment. I once had a quest had me go through the mayor's office of Diamond City for some reason to leave rather than just walk out the front door. So I thought I had to go to the mayor's office. So I take and then it leads me just to his elevator, which just leads out. So I get in this elevator. I'm like, where the hell am I going? Not knowing I'm just leaving Diamond City. I get in the elevator. I am alone in the elevator when I get in. And then all of a sudden the frame rate just drops. And I look down and Dogmeat is with me. And I told them to stay at the gas station. And I'm like, go, no, what? No, you're supposed to be back there. And he just looks up, and then when it loads out of the elevator and I look behind me, he's gone. So Ghost Dogmeat just fucking showed up hey man, what's up? Nice elevator, poor frame rate. See you later. I don't know why.
That reminds me of another elevator story. That's the actual funny one. It was an outside elevator, one of those kind of industrial ones outside of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
And I was going down because I had just completed the building, and then all of a sudden I see my companion just jump off the side of the building. And companions are immortal; they cannot die. So she landed, took the damage, recovered, and then just immediately threw a Molotov cocktail into a bunch of like raiders. I was like, great,
Good for you.
yeah, good job.
It's moments like that where I look at it and I go like, it again. That's probably the largest mixed feeling moments of me of like that's I'm glad I have that dumb story I can tell, but then at the same time it's like 2015. This is the same game as Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas. Like what the like how the fuck does this ship this broken?
Yeah.
Like if it like what are you guys doing? Like is it really that like is the engine so complicated that like you can't make it better, or like I don't know what they do. Like I kind of wish I could sit down and talk to like Todd Howard for like an hour and just like kind of let him explain it to me like I'm an idiot of like this is the engineering side, just so I can understand from a development side of like why things are the way they are, or why they didn't take more risks, or you know I just want to hear their side of it.
He just grabs your face and he's like, "Listen here, you little shit! Don't you ever talk to me like that again!"
You know what?
Just throws you.
I know. Todd Howard seems like a really nice, passionate guy. I would not fucking put that past him.
He just fucking snaps.
Just fucking
Like, so why is this game so broken? He just pulls out a gun. You want to ask me that again?
want to know if this gun is broken or not.
About to roll in VATS.
I don't need VATS to shoot you in the face.
95% chance to get your head off your shoulders.
I'm the mysterious stranger, motherfucker.
But yeah, that sounds about right from what I've heard from other people about that game. I haven't played it yet. I'm hopefully picking it up soon.
It's good. Like a part of me was like, wow, I really did miss kind of going through Fallout, because Fallout 3 was my first Fallout game. It took me probably 7 times to actually get into it. Like to go from I'm out of the vault to let's actually get into this game. Like I just couldn't do it. And then New Vegas I played through maybe once and then would play around with. So this one it's nice because it has been a while. And Skyrim is just different. So it's nice to be back in a wasteland and kind of see like the fun stuff they can do with like, I was in Boston early last year. So it's cool to be like, all right, my shitty hotel is right about here. And the Boston Common isn't this size. Like I get to think and say those dumb things. But yeah, it's such a weird game. I don't know how I think, like I still don't know how I feel about it.
All right. Well, that should do it for Fallout talk, I think. Why don't we head over onto the news section? Y'all want to do the small stuff first, or you want me to go for it?
Go for it. Let's do it. Let's. We waited on Fallout, so let's do the big thing now. Give me the big thing, John.
Okay.
John, give me the big thing. Prime my pump.
So like
Prime my
before.
Pump. Prime my pump. Prime my pump.
No.
Prime
no.
my pump.
No.
All right.
So right before we recorded, like legit, like I want to say like 2 hours before we started recording, there was a new Nintendo Direct. My goodness.
It was good.
It was good. It wasn't overall incredible, but there were big flashes, especially the ending.
It was a lot of Bill Trinan. Just fucking eating donuts.
Bill Trinan is always great. We should get Bill
All
Trinan.
right. Let's fucking cut to it. Let's get to the important shit from that. I'm skipping it. I'm sorry, John. We're going to skip through it. Did they resolve the donut eating bit?
No.
Fuck them. Fuck that. No. We're skipping the entire thing. We're not giving them the time of day.
No,
what did Reggie do after Bill ate all the donuts? Also, every meeting with donuts is a very important meeting. I want you to know.
That just means we're going to find out more. Maybe we'll see more in the December Smash Direct. Maybe they'll have a Yokai Watch character in Smash.
Whatever.
Maybe we'll find out. Who knows?
How about Bill Trinan, the donut eater in Smash?
I'm also fine with that.
How about in Happy Home Designer, new donut-based items? You make a big old donut house, and eat donuts, and grow donuts.
Yeah, Bill just Reggie shows up, and he's just like, build me a donut house because Bill Trinan ate all my goddamn donuts and I'm going to slap him.
I want Reggie to say goddamn in Happy Home Designer so bad.
Yeah, just specifically in Happy Home Design. Just like a photorealistic picture of Reggie and it just says goddamn next to it.
God damn, we made this game. Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Get to the Nintendo Direct.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to kind of run through everything. And I'll really focus on the big things. They started off by officially confirming Twilight Princess HD.
Yep.
It doesn't, honestly, like, watching the video, it doesn't look that much different. Like, maybe it will in motion, like, when I actually have the game, if I do have it, but...
It's hard, like, it's HDified, but that didn't mean they upgraded. Like, it just means it's in HD. It's sharper.
Yeah, I mean, they just reskinned Wind Waker, but that looked better. That game looks gorgeous in HD, but maybe Twilight Princess will look good. The actual like brunt of the news there was they confirmed that there will be a Wolflink and Midna amiibo that comes with a bundled version of the Twilight Princess HD. And the interesting bit about it was they said that some of the data that you save on that amiibo from Twilight Princess will carry over to the new Zelda game for Wii U that's also coming out next year.
Yes, they officially said 2016.
Yeah.
And they said for Wii U.
Yes, for Wii U. Twilight Princess HD is coming out on March 4th, and there will be a bundle with the amiibo, and I think they said if you pre-order the game, you get a soundtrack. But don't pre-order games. Just listen to the soundtrack on YouTube.
I didn't pre-order Fallout and got what they said were pre-order bonuses. I got a stupid poster. I didn't pre-order.
Yeah, just show up at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
You should know by now if you want to play Twilight Princess again, or if you want to play it for the first time. It's, from what I heard, it's okay. It's not. It's one of those Zelda games that people are really mixed bag about.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Move on.
Yeah. There's going to be a free update to Triforce Heroes if you bought that.
Meh.
Whatever. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's coming out in like a couple days, and I completely forgot about that game. And I think everyone else did.
All 720 Pokemon can be yours in this game nobody likes.
I don't know. I mean, the first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was really good, but all the other ones weren't great. I hope that this one's alright. I'll try it sometime.
Meh.
New Splatoon stuff. Some of the new gear is coming out. It should be out right now, and then some of it will be in a week or so.
Meh.
There's also going to be a live stream tournament of all the Treehouse people just playing in December.
Great.
If you want to watch that. Yeah. Mario Maker is getting a portal site where you can search for specific types of Mario Maker levels on your tablet or your computer, and then you can save them to your profile, and then you can bring them up on the game, which is kind of cool, but that should just be in the game. Like, I don't know why that's just not in the game. Why can't you just patch that in?
Video games are hard.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
there has to be a reason.
Yeah, search features are very lacking in that.
Yeah, but now it seems like it's going to be easier to find the kind of stages that you want. You can sift through autoplay, like Bill Trennan straight up said, you could bring up autoplayers if you want, or ignore them. So, if you don't want to see any more of that shit, yeah, if you don't want to see that, if you don't want to see Kaizo super hard levels, if you just want to get some good normal Mario levels, this is the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of excited for that. That'll probably get me to play more Mario Maker, is being able to find stuff that isn't just balls hard or an autoplay. They got the Animal Crossing Amiibo Party that's out now, and that has it's a bunch of amiibos, whatever. They're going to be putting out a bunch more Animal Crossing amiibos on January 12th, as well as the Lucas amiibos coming out on that day.
That's weird that they'd here's for Animal Crossing, also Lucas. I don't know. We had a bunch of warehouse shit we forgot to put out, so here you go.
Yeah. I mean, they still need to put out Roy, Ryu, and the other character, which I'll get to. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash is also coming out November 20th. There's a mode where you can tap a Mario amiibo, like a Mario character amiibo on there, and you can play doubles with them.
Great.
Sure. Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is really weird. That game looks really nice, but you need to patch the game multiple times with multiple gig patches, like 2 or 3 gig patches to make the game run smoother.
Wait, is that what that was? I thought they announced like 4 things you could download now or something.
I think you can download them now, but it's like optimization patches.
Wow, right? That's weird.
Yeah, like they said that you really only need to download one of them, and then the other ones are just like, oh, this makes this slightly faster. Don't worry about it that much.
It's like emulation, like speed hacks or something. Like
no, I mean, it sounds like something that you like, because that game is fucking gigantic. Like, that game's been out for a while, and I've seen the map for that game, and people have said that, like, if you add all the land masses together from, like, Witcher 3, Fallout 4, and I think GTA 5, Xenoblade's land masses are still bigger than that.
Jesus.
So that game is gigantic.
Yeah.
So I can understand why there needs to be some sort of patching for optimization, but it's like I want to say that altogether it was like 14 gigs of patches that you would need, but the actual, if you buy the game digitally, the patches come with the digital copy. So, I don't know.
Weird. Move on.
It is very weird.
Stop talking about Xenoblade.
Okay. They announced a new Pokemon Picross game. It's a free to play.
Free to start.
They called it free to start.
Free to start.
When they started to describe the game, it just sounds like that they have a make this puzzle easier by paying 99 cents thing. So if you're good at Picross, then you won't need it.
Free to start.
Ew.
I'm going to put that in my personal ad. Free to start.
Ew. I mean, Nintendo's just throwing free-to-play stuff at the wall and trying to find stuff that sticks.
Hey, you know what's real popular in Japan? Mobile games.
Yeah, this is like a mobile game.
Yep.
I mean, they just put out a game that's a badge collector.
Yep.
And all it is you just collect badges and you put them on your home screen and...
Badges?
I don't know.
We don't need no stinking badges.
There you go. And then they confirmed that Pokemon Tournament's coming out over here in the spring.
Great.
They said that there will be amiibo cards released for that game.
Great.
The first one that they confirmed was one for Shadow Mewtwo.
Great.
Who is the boss character of that game.
Kill me now.
They just said that amiibo just unlocks Shadow Mewtwo automatically.
That amiibo card. Piece of paper.
What? Yes.
It's cardboard. They're selling cardboard.
John, can I use my...
With a little chip in it.
Can I use my GBA card reader for these?
No.
Fuck.
If you hold it in front of your Kinect, it'll scan it in and you can skateboard on it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to skateboard on Mewtwo.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need to do that, because like they said, it's just to have Shadow Mewtwo.
Did you just admit that you don't need amiibos?
I never said that you need amiibos. I need amiibos.
Yeah.
The general public doesn't need amiibos.
Nobody
I
needs
have a problem.
amiibos. Yes, you have a problem. That's the first step.
I'm gonna get the Shadow Mewtwo card because I love Mewtwo.
God damn it. Move on.
Star Fox Zero got a new trailer showing off more of the game. It looks way better than it used to. It looks really smooth. And it's coming out April 22nd next year. That's the new release date after it got delayed. Talked about Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. That will also have amiibo support for all the Mario characters. They have these things called character cards, which if you use them in combat, it can weaken your opponent or strengthen you. It just looks like another Mario and Luigi game if you're into that. It seems okay. They confirmed Final Fantasy Explorers, which is a Monster Hunter-esque Final Fantasy game.
Great.
It's coming out January 26th, and all of the DLC that came out in Japan already is going to be bundled in the game for free, so you don't have to buy any DLC for that game, which is nice. They talked a little bit about Fire Emblem Fates. There is a bunch of shit with that game, but just to wrap it up, if you want to buy everything in that game, there's a DLC, or there's an $80 bundle that will be both versions of the game and the third special story that's like the epilogue or whatever it is.
Revelations.
Yeah, that's coming out on the 16th of February. If you want to get that game, I don't know. That whole thing seems really weird. I don't know how to feel about it.
It's like Pokemon, but for Fire Emblem. Like there's a red and blue version, and then Revelations is yellow version, and Pikachu will follow you around. And it makes Brock really hard to beat, but it makes Misty fucking like done.
Yeah.
But you can't evolve your Pikachu because fuck.
Speaking of that, though, on February 27th, 2016, which is the, I want to say 20th anniversary? Or maybe 25th, but it is an anniversary of the original release of Pokemon
20th.
Red and Blue in the US.
20th. And
Okay.
no, it's Japanese release.
Okay, 20th anniversary of the Japanese release of Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're going to be putting out Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on 3DS Virtual Console, finally. And the way that they finally got around the link cable problem is that you could just use the 3DS wireless. So you can trade and battle over wireless connection, which is kind of incredible.
He said
the fact that they patched that in.
Bill Trinan said that it is that they tried to make it as close as possible to the original. If there is no missing go cheat in there, burn it. Burn it all down.
That's part of that game.
Burn it all down.
Yeah, if they patch out Missing No, I will be very upset.
I want
That is
infinite
true.
rare candies and infinite Master Balls.
Well, I mean, like when they say something like that, I believe them because, for example, when they did Ocarina of Time 3D, they remade that entire game, but all of the bugs from original Ocarina of Time are still in there.
Great. All right.
So I do believe them.
Okay.
Mega Man Legacy Collection is coming to the 3DS. If you're wondering why it took so long for the 3DS version, it's because they made new challenges exclusive for the console that you unlock by tapping a Mega Man amiibo onto your 3DS. And they're also selling the game with an exclusive gold Mega Man amiibo for $50.
Ew.
I mean, with the game bundled. It's just an extra $10 for the amiibo.
Ew.
You know, I don't know. I mean, that game seems really neat. It's the first 6 Mega Man games plus a bunch of extra bonus challenges, not including the new ones that they're putting in with the 3DS version. So it seems like a good game.
Right.
Like that seems like a good get. They added a new character to Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is the 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors. Linkle, who is just Girl Link.
Can we take a break? I have to take a Linkle.
Ha.
Thanks. I'll be here all night. Yeah, see ya.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Tip
yeah.
your waiters.
Yeah. Ho, ho.
She uses crossbows and kicks.
She looked
and
badass.
She does seem pretty cool.
She looked fucking like she was spinning around, just hitting everything, crossbows. That was the only time I ever thought, hey, this, Hyrule Warriors looks all right.
Hyrule Warriors makes everyone look badass. That game is actually really fun. I would say look into that. I mean, it's probably a little cheaper to get the Wii U version, and I think they're going to add all the 3DS extras as DLC later. Or you could just get the 3DS version because that's going to probably be cheaper in the long run.
I don't know.
It's just $40 for everything.
Batman just finished installing, so
All right.
I gotta play that.
Well, the 3DS version isn't out until March 25th of next year.
Wait, it's not even out yet?
The 3DS version isn't.
Of
The Wii U version was out last year.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors hasn't had its 3DS version out yet?
Yeah, no, they're porting it to 3DS. It's not out yet.
That came out this year or last year?
Hyrule Warriors was last year.
Holy shit, that's a long time to do a port.
I don't know. They must be adding a lot of stuff.
That's wow. All right then.
Oh.
Weird. Really weird.
Dragon Quest 7 and 8 are coming to North America next year. Those are ports of, I think Dragon Quest 7 and 8 were on PS2.
Yes.
But yeah, they got ported to 3DS in Japan, and now they're coming over here. These ports. I've heard those are good games.
Those are very
I've
good.
never played Dragon Quest.
7 and 8 were kind of two really big, important ones. Like, they
Okay.
put Dragon Quest on the map in America.
Yeah. All right. And then they just mentioned, Bravely Second's coming in spring. And here's how they. I forgot. There was one thing that I forgot to mention. This was the second big crazy reveal that I hinted at you guys before we started recording. Do you know who's porting Twilight Princess to Wii U?
No clue.
The people that made Funky Barn. I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Those people are still like a development studio?
Yes, and they are porting Twilight Princess to Wii U.
All right.
Yeah. More power
Sure.
to them, yeah.
God bless them.
Got to do something.
But this was the craziest part of the Nintendo Direct. The last thing that they showed.
Jesus Christ.
And I still can't believe that they're doing this. Cloud Strife is going to be in Smash Bros.
I can't sigh loud or long enough.
I don't know how or why. I mean,
I know
it was the
I
ballot.
know how
It was the
and
ballot.
why.
A bunch of people voted for him.
Maybe.
I mean, that is why, because the Sakurai said that the rest of the DLC characters are going to be from the ballot. So Cloud Strife is the first Smash ballot character.
Cloud Strife is the first ballot character that they got to and could reasonably put into that game, is what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you couldn't just vote for a character like Konami. You couldn't vote for Snake. Because Konami probably wouldn't do that again.
I mean, you could put anything
Yeah.
into the ballot. Like, people were writing in a bunch of dumb shit, but Cloud was a character that won.
Yeah. I don't know. They're remaking Final Fantasy VII, so I imagine they went to Square and said, hey, you're remaking that game, right? How about if you put them in our game and you have free marketing that way? And you don't have to worry about it until closer to its release.
It's so crazy because I think, I want to say most of Smash's DLC characters have been promoting characters that are either like Sony exclusive or just a big deal for Sony. Like in Brawl, they had Snake like right when Guns of the Patriots was coming out.
Yeah, but
it was a PS3 game.
But that's a Konami game, so like that's not promoting.
I know it's not necessarily a Sony thing, but I just think it's really funny like that, and then like Street Fighter for Ryu right when Street Fighter 5 is coming out exclusive to PS4 for consoles. And now Cloud, when Final Fantasy VII was on the Sony stage at E3, like I know it's not
it's
like
coincidence.
Exactly that.
That's a bunch of coincidence.
It's still funny to me.
Yeah,
I think it's funny.
It's a really interesting coincidence, but like the Snake thing was they went to Konami and Konami had a game coming out, so they said, "Yeah, let's cross promote."
I mean, the actual reason why was because Kojima's son really loves Smash Brothers, and Kojima's friends with Sakurai. That's why Snake is in Smash Bros. It's just because it was a favor for Kojima, because Sakurai and friends.
But Konami owns the likeness rights to Snake, so that doesn't happen without a business deal. So,
I mean, basically,
Kojima-san knows Sakurai-san and they're friends. So, hey, how about Snake? That's maybe where it starts, but it ends in a boardroom. It ends in a meeting and a handshake and a contract signing. So,
like, I know. I'm just saying, like that's kind of like the basis of that. Like everyone else, like Ryu and now Cloud and like Mega Man and all that. That is a little bit more transparently. Let's advertise.
Yeah, I mean that's all. That's the only reason you do it is like this elevates the whatever we're making next. Is people will be like Cloud. I'll Google Cloud, and I bet if you Google Cloud Strife, you will get both Smash Brothers news and Final Fantasy Remake news. So, like, it makes sense from that business standpoint. From a fighting game standpoint, it's like, what the fuck is Cloud in this game? Fuck that.
It's so weird.
It should be Cecil.
There's no confirmed release date for when Cloud is being released. But there is going to be another Smash Bros. Direct in December. I think it's December 8th or 9th. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Nothing like sneaking it in.
But yeah, that's probably when they're gonna A, announce more DLC characters, and B, I'm guessing that they'll probably release Cloud on that day, if not with the other characters, because if you remember, during that E3 Smash Bros. Direct, they announced, I mean, like, Ryu and Roy and all them were leaked previously, but they announced 2 more characters and then just released them right there. So I could imagine them, being like, oh, hey, here's 2 more characters, and now they're all available right now.
Yeah. Did they show a, Final Fantasy stage?
Yes, they had, a Midgar stage, and I don't know much about Final Fantasy, so I couldn't tell you exactly what it was, but I saw people saying that a bunch of summons were happening, like they were attacking the stage. So it's going to be one of those a bunch of shit is happening in this stage.
Yeah, they showed Chocobo hats.
There's going to be Chocobo Mii outfits, and then Cloud. He seems like a pretty standard sword character. He also has something with again, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, but his limit break, which people are theorizing, they didn't confirm exactly how it works, but people are theorizing it might be like Little Mac's KO punch, except he activates the limit break and then all of his special moves go further and do more damage.
I wonder if
In the-
it's I wonder if it's either Omni Slash or if it would be like summoning Sheva, because those are the two kind of
his final smash is the Omni Slash.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which from what they showed, it's basically just Ike's final smash.
Sure.
Like he straight up used it on Ike.
Well,
so they know what they're doing.
For a game that has so many anime characters with swords and ultimates, this actually makes total sense now. Like, they've got plenty to work on compared to all the Fire Emblem characters that they brought in. Like, what's one more guy with a big old sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like a bad character, like moveset wise. I'm not like when I saw that, I was just like going like, what the fuck? But after that like initial like shock of a character from Final Fantasy VII being in a Nintendo game, like after that, I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, he seems like he might be fun. I'm probably not gonna like I'll mess around with him. He's probably not gonna like usurp Duck Hunt, and Mewtwo is my favorite character, obviously. But you know, this will be cool, and you know, I want to see what the other DLC characters are, and if there's going to be more content beyond just the characters added to Smash, because you know we're having a full direct in December. But I mean, yeah, like after Cloud, I won't be surprised by anything, honestly. Like if Sakurai is really just saying we're taking who people are voting for, and like of course Cloud, one of the most popular game characters, for better or for worse. Like, of course, Cloud got a bunch of votes, so I'm wondering, like, you know, what other crazy characters did a bunch of people vote for? Like, what, like, I don't know. Let me check to see if this was a question. I mean, yeah, a lot of people were asking about Smash Bros. Stuff, so we'll just go to questions later. But let's do the rest of the news. Devin, do you want to talk about your news article?
Yeah. So the studio known as where is it? Night Dive Studios is remaking System Shock.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Gasp. If you don't know, System Shock was the kind of the predecessor to BioShock and everything, and it's this really weird. It's a really weird first person game, and it was like when they were first really experimenting with RPG elements in a shooter. And you could, like, spec your character for a bunch of stats that don't actually do anything. And it was a really interesting first stab into putting those elements into a shooter and having a story to shooters. Like, it's a really fascinating thing. And there are adamant fans of this and System Shock 2. So, you know, look forward to that. But later on in the story, the CEO, Stephen Kick, who sounds like a dive kick character. He says and kind of hints at that there might be a System Shock 3, which is like a decade and a half later after the most recent one.
Did they already make that? It was called BioShock.
You know, you can say that, and yeah, kind of.
I bet Ken Levine would agree with me.
I think he would too, but I think he would also say that they kind of pared down a lot of the RPG-ness of it. I think it would be very interesting to see.
RPG-ness. Thanks.
Dick jokes.
Thanks.
But it would be interesting to see if they really leaned into that super heavy RPG elements again. It'd be very interesting to see this series revamped. I would honestly pick it up just to see how it feels compared to a very old and very known franchise, like a very, very grounded in franchise. So, you know, the System Shock remake is coming out. If you've never seen a System Shock game before, it's worth checking out just to see how different BioShock is and how, like, that change in generations kind of made things easier to access, I suppose. And it'll be interesting to see how they bring the series to the future, if they even make that System Shock 3. Like they said, this is kind of just a possibility.
I have to imagine
testing the water.
Yes.
I have to imagine that HD remake will be the real teller. Mm-hmm. It's what everyone else does. It's like, let's do the HD remake. If it sells well, then we know we can do a third one.
Yeah.
If not, oh well. We bought these rights for no reason.
All right. Well, Michael, this was a very, very slow news week.
It's a slow news month.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about something else that is coming up?
Yeah, it'll either be going on now or have happened by the time this goes up. But over the weekend, we streamed for Extra Life. So what I believe we're going to try to do is afterwards throw up the videos. So hopefully they're on the website either by now or later this week. But we're going to stream for Extra Life. So I'm going to do 12 hours. John, you're going to try and do 12 hours.
I'll probably be doing it with Ryan, at least mostly.
Maybe.
We might,
hopefully.
Yeah, we might just switch off. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to do stuff.
Yeah, so we have streams for 12 hours, but just because you missed it doesn't mean you can't go back and watch it. It's available either on the site or there's a story up right now that you can dig back through that says our Extra Life plans. So you can go ahead and dig in there and find like our streaming profiles if you want to go watch it now if we haven't ripped it and put it back on the site. You can also go and donate now if you want. Our team is just called, if you go to extra-life.org/team/VGCC, you go to our team page and you can donate right now. I believe you can donate for the rest of the year. So if you don't have the money now and you're choosing between groceries or rent or donating $5 to us, choose groceries and rent.
Yeah, please take care of yourself first. That is important. But if you have some extra money to spare and, you want to help out some kids, definitely throw some money our way. We are not taking any of it, of course. This is we don't see a red cent of it. This is going straight to the hospital, straight to the kids, to buy them games, to help them, get through a tough time in their lives. And
it's to remind them that they're still kids. Like when you're a kid, you don't want to be different. You want to be normal, and part of being normal is not sitting in a hospital all day, but playing video games is pretty normal. And this all goes. Our chosen hospital is the All Children's Hospital of St. Pete. It's near me. It says, it is all kids. You adults go to different hospitals. Sorry, adults, but this is just kids and teenagers who have probably some of the worst stuff you can think of, and that's where they spend all day, every day. So buying them a couple video games really helps them, kind of get through things. And I think, you can get Extra Life and see all kinds of stories and all kinds of success stories. But there's all kinds of success stories talking about how when kids feel comfortable, they heal faster. And it's everybody. Like when you feel at home, you heal faster. So help some kids feel at home and donate to Extra Life. So.
Yeah, please do.
Don't let us suffer for no reason.
Yeah, I especially want to thank Michael for spearheading this. You definitely were on the ball mostly for all of this, but this is going to be a group effort. We're going to work together and we're going to help some kids.
Yeah, it's about the kids. So I just pressed some buttons. That's all I did.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But let's move on to questions then, and then we can wrap this episode up.
You can send questions to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, or you can go to tumblr.com.
Videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com
/ask. Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
God, I had it for
I thought you got it.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for the past couple weeks, and you blew it this time. Come on, Michael.
Don't yell at me.
Write it down on a sticky note or something.
Don't yell at me. No, I'm not writing it down on a sticky note.
All right.
God. First question. Shouldn't even ask it now. Should hang up on John and just be Devin and I.
Let's
the
start
Masked
our update,
Negro.
Michael. Let's do it.
Sure. All right.
Hey.
Video Game Choo Choo, no Johns allowed.
Hey.
Jonathan's only.
Well, I guess I can't show up then.
Yep. The Masked Negro asks, "Why did you do this to me, John? I expected this from the others, but I trusted you. I stuck with you through thick and thin, and this is how you betray me? How? Why?"
Okay.
Also, with the death of the Vita as well as the slower than usual move rate of the 3DS, do you think that this is the last generation we will see actual dedicated handhelds? Not a new iteration on the 3DS, but there won't be a new standalone Nintendo handheld, and it might be more of a package deal with a console.
All right. Well, to address the first question, I'm just going to say...
Did you betray him?
I did not betray Mask.
Why did you betray him? He's so nice.
He is very nice. I love Mask. I love when he sends us questions. But listen, he is blaming me for Cloud being put in Smash.
Sure.
Because he's been rooting for Bomberman for ages.
You know who's a better choice than Cloud?
Bomberman?
Yep, Bomberman.
I mean, look, I'm not disagreeing with that. I want Bomberman in the game, honestly. But Mask is taking umbrage with me because he claims that it's my fault that Cloud was put in this game. And now
why are you supporting a game that has Cloud in it and not Bomberman?
Listen, he doesn't even want Bomberman in the game now because he thinks that it's tainted. He thinks Smash Bros. Is tainted by Cloud now.
It is. It has become fanboy, like the fanboy hub, and they're just sucking all the life out of it. Meanwhile, Bomberman's like, hey, imagine what my final Smash would be. It'd probably be really fucking cool. Imagine if his final Smash was a Bomberman board came up and all 4 characters were in it, but only Bomberman had bombs, and he could hit the bombs and trap you, and that's how he killed you. Imagine that, John.
This isn't my fault.
It's your fault.
I want this.
I just thought of dope fucking Bomberman shit, and they have fucking Cloud.
I'm sorry. This isn't. Take umbrage with Sakurai.
Why did
you
betray
message
him?
Sakurai?
Anyways,
and tell him.
Do you guys think like the Vita is dead and the 3DS is dying, even though that Nintendo Direct had just a shit ton of 3DS?
There's a lot of 3DS.
There's a lot of free 3DS stuff. Do you think that's the last time we see like handhelds, or specifically a Nintendo handheld?
I don't know. I mean,
if the rumors are true, the NX has some sort of portable thing you carry around with you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could see that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it depends on if that works or not. Because if you remember correctly, when the DS was first announced, that wasn't supposed to be a replacement for the Game Boy. That was just supposed to be a companion.
Yeah. So, they said the same thing about the 3DS, though.
Well, let me elaborate. That's what they claimed. So if it flopped, they would have kept going with the Game Boy.
Yeah, it's marketing bullshit. So that Game Boy was our main one, or the Game Boy's dead. Like, well,
what I'm saying is that we're just gonna see what happens with the NX. If the NX does take off, if that becomes a successful thing, then we probably won't see another by itself Nintendo handheld.
If it NX, has that portable part.
If the NX doesn't work, then we'll definitely see another one.
The Nintendo 4DS, and you can travel through time.
Sure, but I mean, like, the 3DS wasn't a Wii U flop. You know, like the Nintendo's home consoles are what really need a kick in the ass. The 3DS was successful, and like, I don't know if another one of those handhelds will be as successful, but the 3DS still pulled good numbers. It just wasn't successful at first.
That'd be weird if there were, if like if the NX succeeds and they don't have they don't have a portable thing. Like, do you think you would just get Pokemon games for your NX and it would only work with the mobile part?
I think we also have to consider that they're jumping into mobile games on phones, and we have to see how successful that is for them. You know, like if that picks up for them and the NX, I think that does kind of possibly shutter a dedicated handheld. But
because they'd be covered for every situation.
I think their mobile market is. I think that is a revenue stream. I think they looked at how, like, wow, if the Wii U failed, if we do that again, we're in dire straits, and not the wonderful band. So I think they said, let's make mobile games, and that's a revenue stream. And then that way, if shit breaks, we're making ton. Also, they're in Japan, where that's not just a revenue stream; it's a fucking dam that you just have to fucking chip away at, and then fucking money rains. That's what I imagine. Money just rains down on you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, I think Devin is still kind of right. Where if they do end up shifting towards the NX stuff, like, I mean, like you said, the 3DS, they announced a bunch of, like, free-to-play games. They have all these free-to-play games, and if they just shift all of those games to mobile, then they can have all of these hardcore RPGs on NX. So, and they might even be prettier on there. You know, they'll be able to run, like, really powerful, like, you know, the Pokemon games that we've wanted to see.
I think
that.
Sorry for interrupting. I think it would be really weird. Because if Pokemon games suddenly come up on the NX, but they're the same scope and scale that they are now, because Pokemon, I mean, they've been able to make bigger games. They just don't. So could you imagine buying a Pokemon game on a console, like let's say like the Nintendo Wii U, but you take that thing with you, but it's $40 like it would be on a 3DS?
Yeah.
That would be weird because
it would be weird, but it would be interesting, and I think I would dig it.
I don't know if people like. I wonder if people have just like this. I would do it. Like it's fine for me because I understand how games work. That I don't have this hang up of like $40 in my console. It's like you're gonna like. But people have that hang up of they're willing to spend 99 cents on a mobile game, but maybe not $20 on a downloadable game. I mean, No Man's Sky had its, here's another piece of news. Like No Man's Sky went up on Amazon and it's $60 for pre-order. Mm-hmm. And some people were like, "Oh, well, that's a bummer." It's like, well, really? Like, you don't know what that game is yet. Like, who are you to say what that scope is? So people are bummed out that this game, that's a disc game, that's also coming out on PC, they're bummed that it costs $60. So can you imagine like somebody saying Pokemon on a console, $40? Like I feel like some people have that mental block of they see a game that comes like it's downloadable on my console. I think some people just don't quite get that.
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I would see more people freaking out if they made a Pokemon game for consoles that was $60 and it was still the same scope. Like I think people would flip a shit.
Oh yeah. They would, yeah. There would be riots.
I mean, like I remember friggin'...
They'd still buy it, though.
I mean, yeah, because people bought Pokemon XD.
Yep.
That's a pretty good game, but that's not even like a full Pokemon game. That was $60.
They bought Black 2, White 2.
Black and White 2 were alright.
Yeah.
Those were good games.
But just remakes, and like those... Anyway.
Those are better than Black and White,
Let's stop
honestly.
talking about Pokemon iterations.
Okay, sorry.
We could talk about the NX, I imagine, for a very long time.
One other thing.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that they didn't announce Pokemon Z.
Anonymous asks,
okay,
now that Cloud has opened the possibility for anyone, almost anyone in Smash, I don't quite agree with that, but okay, who is the most removed character you want to see? I'm talking Goku, Superman, Barack Obama. I don't know what they mean by most removed.
Like just the most
craziest?
wild, just, yeah.
Bill Nye the Science Guy? Bob Ross. Right. Bob Ross. Fucking
Bob
jump
Ross
on it.
should totally be in it.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
I don't know, because...
It's popular. He's suddenly popular, because it's Twitch doing dumb things.
Because, I mean, like, honestly, now that this Final Fantasy thing has happened...
I know who I want.
Alright, you say yours.
No, go ahead.
Alright, it's just, like, I feel like a lot of these things aren't too far out of the way, because, like, you know, if Nintendo can get Cloud...
It's still video game characters.
I mean, yeah, but, like... Man, what if they just pulled something from, let's say, comic books? Like,
ooh,
what if they got fucking Spider-Man in there, like, straight up? I could see Marvel just being like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna put Spider-Man in the Avengers, why don't we put him in Smash Bros, too?
I mean, if you want me to be real, then, like, there's so much Marvel shit of, like, Sony kinda owns it, but Marvel gets to use it even though they own it. I know what you mean. Like if you want to go as like then. If you want to ignore like rights holders and shit, then yeah, Spider-Man would be crazy.
Or fuck if they got in contact. Like here's one that like I could kind of see happening if Nintendo was, because Nintendo's doing that deal with Universal for the theme park. But if Nintendo went with Disney, they would put Mickey Mouse in Smash Bros. That would happen.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Donald Duck. Kicks your fucking ass.
I'd be down. I'd be down.
I want John Machonsky in the game.
Fuck you.
Yep. Anonymous asks, what's the point of Steam machines? Surely if you're going to invest in that architecture, you want to be able to play everything on it. Why get one of those when Alienware or Asus when Alienware or Jesus make similar machines that play everything?
I mean, I think you kind of answered your own question there, because I don't know, Steam machines confused me from the start.
What are they?
Steam machine.
Steam machine.
Well, Steam Machine was a popular single from the band Daft Punk.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Steam Machine.
So, if you pre-order a Steam Machine right now, you'll get a copy of Alive 2007.
Great.
Yeah, that's why you should get that.
Steam Machine.
I should go ahead and state that probably isn't actually happening.
I don't know.
I'm going to assume it is. Let's report it as true.
Sure.
Run it as news. Fuck it.
Yep. Gesundheit. Nana has to keep that in because I acknowledged it. Gesundheit.
Great. Thanks. No, I mean, like, those Steam links make sense to me when it's like, okay, yeah, I want to play games on my big screen, but my computer's in another room. Like, that makes sense to me. But the Steam machine, it's like, it's just expensive enough, and it's just, like, out of the public eye enough that it doesn't really make sense to me that, like, anyone who would buy one of those would probably just get a PC, or would get one of those Alienware or Asus things that you just mentioned, where it can play everything. Like, the Steam machine that's running the Steam OS, like, it just seems like it's throttling the, what it could play, and I don't know, yeah, it's obvious what the point of the Steam machine is. It's Valve having, like, the first say and being able to claim that they invented this thing and having their architecture out there. But yeah, like, just if you want one of those things, get the Alienware one, get the Asus one. Like, those work just as good, and you can play more games on them, and just go for it, or just get a computer. Just get a pretty good PC, and
I think
there you go.
There's a good argument for saying you don't need a PC. That I think there are a lot of people out there who don't need a desktop computer.
Sure.
Like, there are plenty of people who, if you gave them a Chromebook, that's all they need. All right, I can check my email, I can go on internet, I can stream websites.
Just like a smartphone, yeah.
Or a smartphone, but something that's not a big fucking hefty laptop or desktop. So if you say to that person, you can buy this thing, it's just like a console, but you play all the PC games that you're missing.
Sure.
Like,
and they're prettier.
Yeah, and they look better, and you can just hook it up to your TV just like normal. You can play with a normal controller or the Steam controller if you want.
I mean, yeah, well, the Steam machine Steam machine. That one I think only uses the Steam controller, but
right.
The Asus ones are like packaged with Xbox One controllers.
Yeah, I mean, aren't the Asus and Alienware ones essentially Steam machines? Like, aren't they the same thing?
They are, but they run Windows instead of Steam OS, so they can play anything that runs on Windows on Steam.
I think Valve just likes making shit. Like, they really, like, they have a huge R&D department, and they just sit down and just make shit. And I think they just made it.
Like, there's no reason for there to be Steam OS. Like, what the fuck? Who needs that?
No, they just made it, and they said, well, this does all right. Let's do it. Like,
let's just sell a thing that has Steam OS on it. Yeah. Who cares? People will buy it.
They just make shit. They have fun with it. Like, I get it. Like, I kind of get it. I don't know why they're doing it, but I don't think Valve looks at bottom lines like a lot of businesses do. I think they just look at, let's see how this sells. Let's see what we can start. Let's see if we can poke. Let's see if we can poke the bear a bit and fucking wake some shit up. Like, I think that's what they do. And if it doesn't work, they're like, all right, well, make another Dota hat.
Yeah, because exactly. Like, Dota makes them enough money, and TF2 makes them enough money that they can just fuck around. Like what we were saying earlier about Activision and Treyarch and everyone with Call of Duty. Like, as long as they keep one thing going, like, as long as Call of Duty still has its multiplayer, as long as Valve still has Dota and TF2, they can do whatever the hell they want, and it won't kill them,
Yeah,
like, as long as they have their consistency, they're fine.
As long as you're not fucking up, you can keep going. That's the problem something like Assassin's Creed has is, like, people, like, that's all they have is the story. So if the story fucking sucks and the main game fucking sucks, what else is there? Whereas with Call of Duty, you can say, well, I still have multiplayer. So, I like the idea of little set-top boxes for video games.
Yeah, but just, if you're going to get one, just get the Asus one or the Alienware one, because those will play all of your Steam games.
Sure. Horror Errors rounds off our questions by saying, John said he'd legit bet money for Goku getting in now. So I ask, would the rest of y'all do the same? Also, how much money? Devin, would you bet on Goku?
I don't like betting in the first place. And
too bad. You're betting. You're betting an amount of money.
Okay. Let me clear out my entire bank account just to bet it all on a game that I don't really follow that much and a character that I haven't cared about for 20 years. Like,
okay.
I mean, there's nothing, like, I don't follow this game enough to, like, figure out the logistics of it all, and, like,
You're answering this question very seriously.
Yeah.
Well, like,
any question that says, well, John said, it shouldn't be taken very seriously.
Yeah, because I'm just I'm just taking the piss, dude.
Yeah, but I don't fuck around when it comes to money, and like
We're not actually betting the money.
I'm not betting any money.
Thank God.
Hey guys, let's go to Vegas and bet this shit.
All
I
right.
was waiting for the Skype message to pop up and say, "No, seriously, what is your PayPal? We got to do this now. Like, get on fanzone.com/smash and let's."
No, they're not sponsoring us.
No,
It's
they're
okay.
not.
We don't.
I don't know. Like, every time I think of Goku in a fighting game, I have flashbacks to those shitty SNES games. So
Those games are terrible.
I would bet an entire $1.
I mean, that's what I would bet too. Just $1. Let's go.
Goku. I don't know where people are getting. Is there like a legit rumor to this, or are people
it's just
plotting?
Goku is one of the most requested characters.
Sure, but is there like
people?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know. Like Square and Nintendo have a long history, and it's been mostly positive. And I don't see the reason unless there's some new Dragon Ball anime I don't know about. Like,
yes, there is.
Oh well, then there you go. That's pretty good. Sure, shove them in.
I mean, like I'm gonna be honest. Like after seeing the Cloud reveal, like I'm not saying that this is something that is actually legitimately going to happen, but just the fact that A, there was the new Dragon Ball anime, and B, like I think Namco Bandai is releasing quite a few games with Goku in them, like around now. Like if this were to happen, just the biggest if, I would say now is the most ample opportunity for it to happen. I'm not saying at all that it will. I'm just saying after seeing that they're putting Cloud Strife in Smash Bros, it really feels like anything could happen, you know?
All my 360 games are now on my back catalog, so I just realized I could play Doom or Dirt 3, Monday Night Combat.
Monday Night Combat's not bad.
I fucking love Monday Night Combat.
It's a pretty good
I
game.
can play my Xbox One now.
There you go.
What else do I have? Hold on. Live. This is live. These are the 360 games I can play.
Cool.
Before, in the preview program, I could only play I think Castle Crest. No. I could play Super Meat Boy, Shadow Complex, and both Toy Soldiers games before. Okay. Now I have Torchlight, Plants vs. Zombies.
Okay.
Good game.
Pac-Man CEDX.
Hell
Plus.
yeah.
Good game.
Yep.
Real good game.
Monday Night Combat, Just Cause.
Yep.
Here's a Word Judgment.
Okay.
No.
Sure.
Castle Crashers, Dirt 3,
All right.
and Doom.
Okay. Not a bad lineup.
I hear
a couple of stinkers, but
I hear tell that Skate 3 will eventually be added to that list. So this is the sound of me holding my fist up. Niall, I hope you will join me by celebrating just a little bit.
Before we go, do you think this sudden, all these games suddenly coming on Xbox 360, do you think GameStop is going to raise their fucking prices for these games?
Yes,
maybe.
I think
I can see.
I think they will honestly take any chance to switch them out from the bargain bin back to actual shelves. Hey, available now on the Xbox One. It's their prerogative to make money as any way they can, you know. And people are going to try to pick these up. Yeah, they need all the help they can get. Let me tell you.
I have to play Batman.
Godspeed.
Yeah, let's end this so you can play the bad game.
God damn it. Why do I do this to myself?
It's okay.
I want to play Fallout.
Suffer for your art, Michael.
I'll play Fallout.
So I don't have to.
All right, but yeah, we will have our Extra Life stream. We'll archive it somehow. Figure that out.
I'm doing Twitch, so that should be easy to archive.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use YouTube Gaming, so that will. I think that automatically archives up to YouTube, so
yes,
we won't have to worry about that. That'll be up on YouTube immediately afterwards.
Hey, can I take a second to say I really don't like the YouTube Gaming thing because apparently it doesn't pick up my microphone that I pay good money for and works on literally any other platform. Can I just have that for a second?
YouTube is a wonderful site that hosts our videos, and we love them for it. I don't know who Devin is. He's never worked here.
I mean, YouTube is a wonderful site that made us have to run ads on the WWF Attitude game because we played Val Venus's theme song.
It's your fault for choosing Val Venus in any wrestling game.
I wanted to beat him up. I'm sorry.
God damn
I didn't
it,
know
John.
that was going to bite us in the ass.
Hum us out. This is what I want you to do. I want you to finish this podcast by humming the Val Venus theme.
That's just a bunch of saxophone. I would sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
No.
God damn it.
I'm not going to do it. For once, I decline. I'm keeping my dignity this time.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Whatever.
But yes, come back next week for yet another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast, and please donate to our Extra Life as time goes on. We definitely want to raise more money for the kids. Is there anything else that we should mention? Ryan posted an editorial about Binding of Isaac that I thought was pretty neat, where he compared all the different DLC packs, or expansion packs, rather, and how that game changed from being strangely story-driven to where it is today. I thought that was an interesting read. And we should have some more reviews, hopefully, as time goes on. I mean, Game of the Year is really ramping up, so the site might be a little slow because we're trying to catch up on stuff, but hopefully...
There's also no news.
Yes, there's also, no news.
There's nothing happening. You're not missing anything.
Yeah, but once Game of the Year comes up, we're going to be really... We're going to be putting stuff out left and right. We're going to boom, 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 boom. We should also have a new Ride the Rails, where we played... Michael and I played Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Good game.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was a good game.
Yeah, and that was a fun video to record. We made some jokes. But yeah, please come back next week for another episode. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell your friends, yada yada. And we'll see you next week.
Fuck Val Venus.